Vrinder and her sisters are shocked to see Sitara missing. Albeli points at the guy on the horse. He took her away. Zorili wonders who he is. Vrinder suggests stopping him first. They start following him. Vrinder creates hurdles in his path, but he seems unaffected. He runs away in the opposite direction, instead shocking Vrinder. They continue chasing him. They start chanting their mantra and join their powers to create stones in his way. He goes in another direction yet again. Albeli says he seems to be more powerful than Harili. Zorili thinks, how did he escape from so many poisonous snakes and our attacks? The guy keeps Sitara next to a small pond. He moves her hair away from her face and leans closer but withdraws himself. A colorful parrot appears hearing his whistle. The guy talks to the parrot, in mute. He cures Sitara next. The parrot hovers over them. The guy keeps a note next to Sitara. He leaves from there. Harili reprimands Vishkanyas for not doing one small task properly. They insist that they tried their best, but Harili says an ordinary guy took Sitara from you so easily. He seemed better than you guys. They tell her that it is easier said than done. They wonder who that guy could be. They tell Harili it cannot be anyone other than Viraj. Harili thinks Viraj cannot cheat him. Sitara gains conscious and looks at the parrot. She is confused to see herself fine. Where am I? She reads the note from stranger. Don't try to know anything about me, as you won't be able to. Forget everything and rest assured that your enemies could not hurt you. Your enemies won't stop though. I saved your life in this parrot. Their attacks won't affect you, but keep this parrot safely. Sitara looks up, but the parrot isn't there. She looks at the note again, wherein her savior tells her to take care. She thinks who it could be. Why would someone do all this for me? She smiles hearing the sound of the parrot and heads towards the palace. Harili knocks at Viraj's door. Did he save Sitara? She uses her powers to open the door. Viraj is standing in one corner of the room with his eyes fixed on his and Sitara's photo. Harili gets angry. I was knocking since so long. Why didn't you open the door? He is too lost in his own thoughts. She asks him to answer her. You are still thinking about Sitara, right? He says Sitara kept me in dark, but she has supported me and my family through thick and thin. She needs us today. Harili asks him if he will risk his life for Sitara now. He is clueless, but she tells him not to act before her. He asks her if Vishkanyas attacked Sitara again. Please save Sitara if it's true. Our relation has broken, but I still love her very much. He folds his hands before him. Harili realizes that Viraj didn't save Sitara. She assures him that Sitara is not in any trouble now. Viraj says, I know you won't let anything wrong happen to her. Thank you so much. She shares that she didn't save Sitara. It was a guy wearing a mask who saved Sitara. Viraj is puzzled. Why would someone risk his life to save Sitara? Harili says it means he isn't involved in any of this. Sitara has told everything to Ranis Yamini and Padmini. Ranis asks him if she saw the guy's face. Sitara shakes her head. Ranis asks her if it was Viraj. Sitara says it might be true. Padmini reasons that he has no powers to fight with Vishkanyas. How can it be? That guy has saved your life in this parrot. Viraj does not have such powers. Ranis seconds her. Sitara asks them to come with her. She brings them to Rajguru's room and rummages through his books. She finally finds the Shakti Granth there. Maybe Viraj read this book to gain powers. The mystery guy looks at them from the window. Zorili tells Harili she must be mistaken. You love Viraj, so you will think what you wish to think. Harili retorts that she knows the difference between right and wrong. I very well know Viraj won't lie to me. Zorili laughs. This is what every lover says. Harili is positive Viraj is clueless about it. He didn't react at all to what I said. Vrinder says it won't be difficult to kill Sitara as she isn't a Vishkana anymore. We will attack her stealthily in night now so no one can save her. I will go alone this time. Sitara is resting in her room when Vrinder peeks at her. It is sad that I have to kill the girl who I gave birth to. I am compelled to do it though. I was sad that I never sang a lullaby for you in childhood, but I will put you to sleep permanently with my poisonous dagger today. The parrot starts chirping. Haorile's cat gets angry. Vrinder stabs Sitara in her sleep. Vrinder stabs Sitara in her sleep. Sitara looks at her in shock. Sitara gets away and hides from her behind a pillar. The mystery guy hits Vrinder's head on the wall just when she is about to attack Sitara. Sitara finds herself facing Albeli and Zorile. They pity her state and chase her around the palace. Albeli and Zorile loosen the chandelier. It falls on Sitara right when she is passing from there, but she isn't hurt at all. She sits up unscathed. They attack Sitara again, but in vain. Sitara lost all her powers. Why aren't our attacks affecting her? The parrot comes there, even the mystery guy appears there. He wards off Zorile's and Albeli's attacks with one stick. They pass out on the floor. The mystery guy walks past Sitara, who follows him quietly. The guy looks away as Sitara looks at him. She asks him as to who he is. Why are you helping me? Why are you saving my life again and again? Who are you? She reaches out for his mask, but he pushes her hand away. She demands to know about the one who is saving her life and is fighting for her. He shakes his head. She insists upon knowing the reason behind him doing so. He whispers something in the ears of his parrot, who sits on Sitara's shoulder. The mystery guy walks away from there. Sitara is still in thoughts. Haorile comes to Viraj's room, but he isn't there. She wonders if he is the mystery guy. She turns to go when she meets Viraj. He tries to avert her, but she keeps blocking his way. Where were you at this hour? He replies that he was on terrace. She asks him why he went there alone at this time. You could have asked me. We would have spent some time together. Why didn't you take me along? He replies that he wanted to go alone. He takes her hands off his. Back off. What are you doing here? She tells him that she came to check if he is with Sitara. He tells her he does not want to hear Sitara's name. I have accepted your second condition. You don't have a right to ask for anything else. She smiles, thinking that he accepted her wish. It is time to win his heart now. Who is the mystery guy if it isn't Viraj? Everyone has gathered for morning puja. Sitara is doing aarti. Samrat keeps looking at Haorile sweetly, but she ignores him. Haorile's cat's eyes are fixated on the parrot. Sitara gives aarti to everyone. She feels a little bad seeing Viraj's blank reaction. The cat attacks the parrot and breaks one of its wings. The parrot attacks the cat and kills it. Everyone blesses Sitara as they take prasad from her. Viraj turns to go, but she requests him to take prasad. It is okay to be angry, but you must not disrespect God's prasad. He asks her if he should take prasad or poison from her. Rani Sa tells him not to refuse prasad. Sitara offers him a laddu, but he picks one for himself and leaves. Sitara is in tears. Haorile smiles. Rani Sa tells Sitara not to give up. I am sure he will have a change of heart. Samrat tries to talk to Haorile and even apologizes to her for misbehaving with her in his inebriated state. I have also given up drinking. She nods and begins to go, but he blocks her way again. He says I love you to her, shocking her. I have fallen for you since I have seen you. I even dream of you as my wife. Please fulfill my dream. He holds her hand, but she pushes him away. Eat 25-30 green chilies to get your mind back on track. He calls it love and kneels down before her. I can do anything for you. She pushes him away and walks away. Samrat says I expected you to say no. You love Viraj, right? He won't even look at you even if you die. He fought with Sitara, which is why they aren't talking, but he won't even look at you once they patch up. Forget him. She asks him to leave her hand. He tells her she is mistaken. I promise you I will make you mine. She looks at the plants hanging above and makes them fall on Samrat. He passes out hurt. Yamini rushes to his side. Who did this? He says I don't know, but she takes Haorile's name. There is something weird about her. She takes him with her. I won't spare Haorile. Sitara has overheard some of it and wonders why Haorile hurt Samrat. I have to find